Welcome. It's October 6, 2025. It's also the sixth day of the U.S. federal government shutdown. I'm Kemi Oshikoya, reporting from the White House for the Africa Bazaar magazine. Both leaders from both parties are still locking arms and refusing to concede in this shutdown for that affects Americans. I spoke to Americans as well as federal workers regarding the experience and the anxiety that many people in this nation feel regarding this shutdown, including the impact, especially for immigrants that send remittance to their family back home, the impact that this shutdown will have on those families in emerging economic as well as in developing economic. So this shutdown, as we've reported, go beyond the American borders. They affect those in Africa as well as those in the Caribbean and those in Europe as well. Especially parents, farmers in this country, many people are having sleepless nights and hoping that the government will come to an agreement to stop this shutdown before it does significant damage to not just the economic and individual pocket. I had a chance to talk to the White House Director of National Economic Council, Kevin Hassett, and I asked him about the administration message to Americans, as well as how it sees this shutdown ending and the economic impact that we will have. Some of my colleagues also asked him regarding the WIC program that many pregnant women and young mothers as well as babies depend on for their nutrients as substitutes. So this is what he has to say, and we will be providing you with additional more updates on this ongoing shutdown. Thank you for watching.
Okay, so you get the first question.
Okay, so what is your message to Americans that are staying awake late at night, as well as federal workers that are very worried about what is going on? Today is the sixth day of this shutdown.
Right. The Democrats need to open the government so that people get their paychecks and babies get their formula and all the essential programs that the government has continue. And people cite that the Democrats had a continuing resolution that was cleaned 13 times under Biden and voted for it then. But don't forget that what that means is that Republicans let them do that. Republicans voted for it too because they recognize the harm from shutting down a government. And so I view it as irresponsible what the Democrats are doing right now, and inconsistent not only with their own voting record, but with their being not collegial in a way that Republicans rejected last time.
And you mentioned that the impact that this will have on the economic will be shut down, will be a short-term issue. Can you expand on that?
Right. The Council of Economic Advisors has estimated that it's going to cost us about $15 billion a week in lost GDP. So it is a serious economic harm.
Mr. Hassett, what are your decisions riding on if the government does not open tonight from this bill going through? What is the administration riding on to decide when they will furlough workers? I know you guys have options on the table. Will that happen tomorrow, later in the week?
Right now, the options are on the table. The president is considering everything and discussing with Senate leadership what the next best move is, but we have nothing to add with that.
And Mr. Hassett, as well, obviously, as you mentioned, baby formula running out as WIC is concerned about what this means for expecting mothers. Is the administration working with the states in any way to ensure that they will be able to provide WIC to these mothers?
Yes, we've been doing everything we can to make sure that we minimize the harm from the Democrats' action.
On farmer relief, Secretary Hassett last week said potentially Tuesday, so tomorrow, we could see some sort of package on the farmer relief. There's also been reports just on sort of what the administration is weighing. President Trump has talked about using the tariff revenue for the farmer relief. I'm just wondering if you can give an update on sort of what it is the administration is really narrowing in on as it seems to be ramping up discussions there. And then could we expect to see something this week or tomorrow?
I can't nail down the timing, but one of the things we have done is we've had multiple principals meetings where we've gone through all of the programs that we can use right now to get aid to farmers without any legislation.
And what
And
programs?
we found an enormous amount of tools at our disposal at the Department of Agriculture, and you could talk to the Department of
Are you
Agriculture about
exploring
which
the
tools.
CCC?
But we haven't finalized the list, and so that's why there's no announcement.
Are you
right now.
exploring the CCC, the credit commodity?
That would be one of the
That's
things we
one of
explore.
them.
Sure,
Are you guys also looking at Section 32 or?
you should talk to the Department of Agriculture
Okay.
about it because nothing's been final.
Are you willing to compromise on?
Excuse me, I just want to make sure that. Has anyone else got a question? Okay.
Okay.
Time to come
Yeah.
back.
Are you willing to compromise? I mean, one of the contentious issue right now is the Obamacare. Are you willing to compromise? Is the administration willing to work with across the aisle with Democrats to see what is best? Because we know that on the cliff is several premium hike for middle as well as low income America, and a lot of people that I've interviewed are very, very worried. So is the what is the administration? The president then said he planned to make it better. So what is your plan to make the Obamacare better?
Well, I remind that these expanded premiums are expiring because they were enacted during an emergency, and the Democrats voted to sunset them. And so this is the Democrats' problem, just like the shutdown is. And as for what one thinks about next steps there, I would recommend that you turn on the Larry Kudlow show because Senator Thune just gave a very long interview about that matter.
Oh,
Can I
okay.
have a follow-up on the farm bill real quick? A lot of farmers are saying, obviously, a bailout would be amazing, but what they really need is to level the playing field with tariffs, especially soybean farmers. Obviously, China not purchasing any soybeans so far. Is that a part of the conversations with China?
Absolutely. Our trade officials are working overtime to open up new markets for our farmers. So, thank you very much.
Okay.